A buckshot pellet embedded in the fabric of a ballistic vest just settled one of the stranger debates in recent security failures. For a week, investigators couldn't definitively say who shot the Secret Service agent standing between a gunman and the President of the United States. The answer mattered more than you'd think. On April 26, Cole Tomas Allen walked through the lobby of the Washington Hilton carrying a 12-gauge shotgun, a handgun, and multiple knives. He didn't hide them. He ran straight at the security checkpoint outside the White House Correspondents Association dinner, where President Trump and hundreds of journalists were gathering one floor above. A Secret Service agent saw him coming, and both men fired. The agent shot 5 times. Allen fired once, then collapsed, not from a bullet, but from hitting his knee on the ground. Within seconds, other agents tackled him. But here's where the story gets uncomfortable. The wounded agent was wearing a ballistic vest, which stopped the projectile that hit him in the chest. Nobody died. Yet when prosecutors filed initial charges against Allen, they did something unusual. They didn't explicitly accuse him of shooting the officer. The court documents described the exchange of gunfire but stopped short of saying whose bullet actually struck the agent. Defense attorneys noticed immediately. They started questioning whether the agent had been hit by one of the 5 rounds fired by his own colleague, what investigators call friendly fire. For days, the uncertainty hung over the case. The Secret Service insisted their agent wasn't hit by friendly fire, but they couldn't prove it. Video footage showed Allen raising the shotgun and the muzzle flash, but frame-by-frame analysis couldn't resolve the question. Trump himself weighed in, saying the agent was not hit by friendly fire, but offering no evidence. Meanwhile, the man who allegedly tried to kill the President of the United States sat in a D.C. jail cell while prosecutors tried to figure out the most basic fact of the case: did he actually shoot anyone? Then, on Sunday, May 3rd, U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro went on CNN and said something she hadn't been able to say before. Forensic examiners had extracted a buckshot pellet from the agent's vest and traced it back to Allen's Mossberg Maverick shotgun. The pellet, Pirro said, was intertwined with the fiber of the vest. She used the word definitively twice. It was Allen's shot. Not friendly fire. Not ambiguous. The pellet matched the ammunition loaded in the weapon Allen carried into the hotel. What makes this revelation important isn't just that it closes an evidentiary gap in a federal prosecution. It's what the gap revealed in the first place. A man armed with multiple weapons ran through a magnetometer, fired a shotgun at close range in the foyer of a hotel hosting the president, and escaped being shot himself purely by accident. An agent was injured. 5 rounds were fired in return. And for a full week, the U.S. government could not say with certainty which gun caused which wound. That's not a detail. That's a signal. It tells you how close the margin was, how chaotic the encounter, and how much still depends on a tiny piece of metal pulled from fabric under a microscope. Allen reportedly sent a note to his family before the attack, calling himself a friendly federal assassin and explaining his intent to target Trump. He checked into the Hilton the day before the dinner. He scouted the building. He brought a shotgun to a black tie event in downtown Washington, and he made it within a few dozen feet of the ballroom. The only thing standing between him and that room was one Secret Service agent, a magnetometer, and 5 seconds of reaction time. The pellet in the vest is proof the system held, barely. But it also raises the question nobody in Washington wants to answer out loud: what happens the next time those 5 seconds go the other way?